Phil Spencer, the CEO of Microsoft Gaming, has finally spoken out about what this Activision Blizzard buyout means for gamers, from new franchises to old IPs that haven't done much in several years. There's a lot to cover here when it comes to Xbox, and it's all about gaming. Xbox is truly pushing the industry in a direction no one ever saw coming, and they're right at the center of everything that's going on. Let's get right into this because there's a lot to talk about. Hey, what's up everyone? Thanks for stopping by and checking out the video. Remember to hit that subscribe button and that like button. The support is greatly appreciated. And if you want to be notified on future content, hit that small little bell icon. And if you want to go that extra mile to support the channel, hit that join button. Alright, enough of that. Let's get into this massive interview Phil Spencer had, where he talked about Activision Blizzard and what it means for Microsoft to take on such a huge publisher. And let's be real for just a second here. Activision Blizzard hasn't been in the news for the right reasons for a little while now. It was almost like that publisher and those executives over there were basically under fire every single day. Something I'm sure Xbox and Microsoft did all their research on before even announcing this acquisition. In fact, this article and Phil Spencer himself even acknowledged this horrible battle going on with developers and their executives in leadership roles. Here's what the article had to say, and let's paint a little picture of what's going on. With its $68.7 billion acquisition of mammoth embattled video game publisher Activision Blizzard, Microsoft will be taking on a lot. It will be absorbing a company criticized by its employees for its workplace culture, one that is embroiled in lawsuits alleging gender-based discrimination and sexual harassment. Microsoft will also be taking on game development studios that have inched closer to unionization over the past several months. But it will also be adding an element that newly minted CEO of Microsoft Gaming, Phil Spencer, sees as core to Microsoft's strategy for consumer acquisition, a slew of video games and long-abandoned franchises. Asked about the workplace complaints faced by Activision Blizzard in a 10-minute interview with the Washington Post on Wednesday, Spencer said, "I believe the leaders there believe in the opportunity they have in their plan," noting his confidence the issue will be resolved. In addressing the potential of bringing a unionized workers, he said his company will aim to empower its new employees to do their best work. So the first thing I have to say is that this is something I feel that Microsoft is going to handle very well. No matter what anyone says about Xbox and the stupid console wars, or even what they say about Microsoft, working there is one of the most highly rated places to work. They don't put their developers or the people working there in crunch. They basically treat people with decency, which goes a long way when you're working on something that's challenging, like making video games or doing something in tech. So to hear Phil Spencer address this and talk about developers doing their best work does make me hopeful that a lot of those people in those studios and companies see a light at the end of the tunnel. And that to me is a good thing, because at the end of the day, let's treat people right. And speaking of developers and studios, we all have to admit that Activision and Blizzard have some of the best developers in the industry. They also have some of the biggest franchises in the industry, something that I think Microsoft and Xbox want to focus on when it comes to this generation. Here's what's said. The games created by Activision Blizzard's developers provide the centerpiece of Microsoft's strategic thinking around the acquisition. The titles are some of the most popular in the world, and those Activision Blizzard properties extend well beyond Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, and Candy Crush. In discussing some of the intellectual properties owned by Activision Blizzard, Spencer's excitement may have mirrored the enthusiasm of a Starcraft player noticing the long-dormant franchise's logo in Microsoft acquisition announcement. "I was looking at the IP list. I mean, let's go," Spencer said. "King's Quest, Guitar Hero. I should know this, but I think they got Hexen." Okay, so the first thing I have to say is that if you know me, and you've been paying attention to my channel for a little while now, you know that I consider Blizzard to be the best developer in gaming history. From Warcraft to Starcraft, all the way to Diablo and World of Warcraft, not to mention Overwatch and all the other games they brought out. I've spent an obscene amount of my gaming life playing all of their games, especially when it comes to Starcraft, which I consider to be one of the best games ever created, bar none. There's no competition. So when I hear Xbox's gaming CEO Phil Spencer talk about these dormant studios, it gets me excited because they can bring Blizzard out of this 6 to 8 year slump they've been in for so long. Instead of focusing on just WoW expansions or bringing out small updates for existing games, they can finally infuse some excitement into the creative minds at Blizzard to help bring out some of these amazing franchises. The possibilities are endless when it comes to Blizzard's IPs. They literally have some of the richest history in the industry when it comes to world building and franchise defining games. I know most of these are focused on the PC for a long time, but they also have a long history dating back to the N64 when it comes to console gaming. So I'm just happy that Phil Spencer brings this up. He even brings up old franchises that he feels they can go back to when he brings this up. Toys for Bob, one of the studios working under the Activision Blizzard banner, successfully launched games like Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time, but was later folded into supporting Call of Duty games. Spencer said the Xbox team will talk with developers about working on a variety of franchises from the Activision Blizzard vaults. We're hoping that we'll be able to work with them when the deal closes to make sure we have resources to work on franchises that I love from my childhood and that the teams really want to get, Spencer said. I'm looking forward to these conversations. I really think it's about adding resources and increasing capability. This is single-handedly the best thing Xbox can do when it comes to developers over at these new studios they own now. Put them on games they want to work on. Put them on projects that can help cultivate their talents. Instead of pushing every single developer to make a new Call of Duty and pushing them to be support studios for Call of Duty, why not give these people creative freedom if they have an idea that sounds pretty awesome? And don't get me wrong, some of these studios might be support studios for a year or two while they work on their own ideas. And that's fine. A big part of this purchase for Microsoft is the fact they need more developers under their umbrella to get basically more manpower onto these games. Yet take a step back and look at this breadth of content and IP that Xbox has right now under their first-party banner. We're talking about Halo, Call of Duty, Diablo, Starcraft, Warcraft, Gears of War, Forza, Elder Scrolls, Doom, Fallout. I mean, the list goes on and on. At this point, Xbox has become the biggest console and PC developer in the gaming market when it comes to established franchises. But you know what has me even more excited? It's the fact that Blizzard and Activision developers could work on other games, something new. Why not create a new franchise that can join these other franchises or even pass them up in popularity? That's the whole point of buying this many studios. Xbox wants creative talent doing what they do best, which is creating new games and old games to entertain us, the gamers. I have a feeling that Activision won't just bring back old games and franchises back. No, I have a feeling they'll be at the forefront of creating new IPs that people can fall in love with, especially over at Blizzard, who could make some of the biggest games in the entire industry. When a Blizzard game released, it was basically an event and instantly considered a Game of the Year contender. Overwatch was the last new IP they made and also the last new game they brought out. That's over 6 years ago. It's time that Blizzard, Activision, Xbox, Bethesda, and all the new talent they have on hand is able to create some amazing experiences for us to enjoy. I think that Phil Spencer and Microsoft is the perfect company to do that, especially with all the creative friendly aspects they have going on. Just look around every single new studio that's joined Xbox and what they had to say. They allow them to make the game they want to make and are nothing but supportive. You need more time to make the game? Sure, you get more time. You need more money? Sure, you'll get more money. You want to make something weird and not mainstream? Okay, sure, you can do that. It doesn't matter what you want to do as long as you're making games that people will enjoy. That's the beautiful thing about Xbox right now. They're the most creative friendly company and will continue to be so because that's what their core is. That's what they want to do and that's what they've pivoted towards since Phil Spencer took over Xbox. They want people to create games that everyone's going to enjoy, not just force them to make something like Call of Duty. That's what I love about this acquisition. It opens up Blizzard to what they used to be, and it opens up all these other studios that are in Activision that were focused on just Call of Duty. So I'm extremely excited for that. But enough of what I think about all of this. Tell me what you think. Are you excited for Xbox to take on these new franchises? What old franchise do you want to see get attention? Is Starcraft 3 finally going to come out? Or is Warcraft 4 going to finally come out and we get a new awesome RTS? What studios are you excited to see join Xbox? Did you like what Phil Spencer had to say here? Go down below and let me know. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. The support helps out the channel more than you know. And give me a follow on Twitter at Zalker87. I'm always on there talking games and sharing my latest videos. Plus, I love interacting with everyone there, so get on Twitter and let's talk about gaming. Also follow me on Xbox Live, my gamertag is Zalker87, just like my channel name. See what games I'm playing, and let's compete in achievements for the month. So right now, I've been jumping into a lot of games. I've been playing Rainbow Six Extraction, having a lot of fun with that. Me and my buddies have been playing it on the PC because it's on Game Pass there. Gotta love Game Pass, so we're all having fun with that. I know a lot of people were giving it a lot of criticism and hating on it, but you know what? I'm enjoying it. You just go in there, shoot a bunch of aliens, have a good time with your friends, and then you move on. You upgrade them, you get some new perks, you get some new abilities, and I'm having a good time with it. I don't think it's something that was supposed to replace Rainbow Six Siege. A lot of people just wanted another Siege for some reason, but you know what? If I wanted Siege, I'd go play Rainbow Six Siege. So I'm having fun with Extraction. I think it's a very underrated game. I know a lot of people hated on it, but I'm enjoying it a lot. But I'm also waiting for Dying Light 2 and Horizon Forbidden West. Those are the two big games I'm going to be playing in February, so I'm looking forward to that. Plus, there's a bunch of games coming like Warhammer Total War onto Xbox Game Pass that I'm looking forward to. Trust me, there's a lot out there, so enjoy gaming, go out there, play what you can. And first of all, let me know what you're playing. Are you on your PS5, your Xbox Series X, or are you on your PC playing something? Let me know down below because I love to talk about games, and that's what we're here for, is to talk about these games. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, enjoy your gaming. Later.